Welcome to pattern making class. I'm Annette Julie, and today we are working on developing a torso foundation, which you can turn into a block and use for many things. So we are on our second video, part 2. We have traced off the front and back basic bodices. We have drawn our slash lines in them. Slash line here, I chose down 2 inches from the side seam, armhole area, up from the bust point. And here, the back bodice, 2 inches away, I drew a slash line parallel. And that is chapter 18, page 394. And we're going to continue on. I've cut a piece of paper that's large enough to trace off again the front and back bodice. But I've allowed for room going down 8, 9, 10 inches, however long you need for your hip. So we're going to start by tracing these off. And we're going to also start with a goalpost. We need to put in a bottom hem, front and back grain lines. So here I'm going to start here at the center front. And I'm going to draw a grain line. There's our front. Now we're going to draw a hem line. We're going to bring this all the way across the paper. This is going to be a shared hem line from front to back. And we can go ahead and put our pattern pieces back on here, our front and backs. Make sure you have enough room when you go to trace off for the next grain line. So here's our front. There's where our back's going to go. Okay, so I've got enough room for the front up here at the top. And then from the waist down, like I said, you can choose to do 8, 9, 10 inches. I think we'll do the 8 inches. So I'm going to bring, this is going to be my waistline. This is also going to be a shared line. This is 8 inches for our hip, and I'm going to bring this all the way across to where the back is going to be positioned. Okay, and here's where the front's going to go. So let me go ahead and get some tape. And if you have some tape, and you want to make it so it's not too sticky, quite often if you put it on the back of your hand, it can help out and not be so sticky. So I'm going to take my front bodice and I'm going to go ahead and tape it to my center front grain line. We're positioning the front bodice on the center front grain line. I've got some tape that I can easily peel up, and I've got a pattern weight. But the removable tape works real well. So once we get this in position, I'm going to continue working on the back. Let's get a little bit more tape on there. Great. Now, I've taped this right at the center front waist. I'm not worrying about this dart going over the waist or whatever else is happening. It's just center front waist and center front all the way up. I have a little bit of extra room. I've got 8 inches going down here all the way across to the other side. And this is our front bodice. So we want to have enough room in between the bodices, and we do. Now we're going to go ahead and draw our grain line for our center back. If you're fortunate to have pattern paper, I like to use the ones. That helps me to draw those lines. Now we're going to take our back bodice and we're also going to position it right here at the center back and right up there at the center back at the neck. My grain line's not quite long enough. Let's give this a little bit more length for the neck. There we go. And let's get some of that magic tape. Take some small little pieces, the back of your hands or fingers. There we go. So it becomes a little bit more like removable. I'm going to pin my center back right there at the waist. But I might change and have to move it up or down. So even though I'm going to tape this down now, I want to make a mental note that that could definitely change this positioning right now. Okay, we've got our removable tape. We're putting it on some strategic corners of the pattern that we are going to trace off. Right now we are working on our front and our back. And that's how they are facing each other for the pattern. We've drawn our goal post, which is shared front and back grain lines, hemline, and waistline. And now we're ready to continue on. This is the end of this video, and see you in the next one. This was Annette Julie. Thank you.